What's up, clan? Island FX Trader here, and we are back. All right, so we're going to finally announce the winner of the 5K challenge. Surprisingly, I would say surprisingly, we did have quite a few entries. What we're going to be doing to announce that, we're going to use a spin the wheel on the internet. There's a spin the wheel website. So I'm going to put in everyone's name in there. So everybody who commented, I'm going to put your name in there, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick a winner. Outside of that, we do have a trade recap. I will be going over those trades with you guys. That's pretty much trades that I took throughout the week. And yeah, so let's get to the video. So we have a total of 14 entries. If I did count right, we had a total of 14 entries. So we're going to go ahead and spin for the winner of the 5K challenge. I'd like to thank everybody for participating. Like I mentioned, a lot more participants than I expected. So let's go ahead and give it a spin. Okay, congratulations to Rahul FX. You are the winner of the 5K giveaway. I will get in touch with you and we'll liaise on the next step. All right, cool. Yeah, so before we jump into the chats, just gonna let you guys on a little sneak peek. Well, you guys wouldn't know, but Monday is my birthday. Plan on celebrating it tomorrow, so got a little something for myself. Not necessarily from Forex Profits. Let's not get it wrong. Okay, not from Forex Profits, but wanna be enjoying myself, later on. But I won't say later on this week, but tomorrow, So I have to get a little something, right? More than likely, I would have to get the pants later on today, but plan on going out, so of course you have to be fresh by all means. I don't know what war the box went through, but I plan on getting a pants as well. But congratulations to Rahul. Of course, guys, if we do keep it up, the channel keeps growing, etc. There is more of that in the future. So let's go ahead and jump over to the chats now. Ciao. Okay, so now that we're on the chats, we're going to be talking about GBPAUD. So GBPAUD was very interesting last week. I got 2 trades on it. Both of the trades worked out. The unfortunate thing about it is the 25K, for some reason, Funding Peeps had to migrate all of their accounts from Trade Locker to MT5. So you were not able to take trades on I wasn't able to take trades on the master account, which is the 25K. So for that inconvenience, they gave everyone a 5K challenge. I think it's a pro 5K challenge. So I think the disadvantage of the pro is you only have a total of 6%, I believe, 6% overall loss. So that's the disadvantage. But I've been trading the pro. Well, I won't say I have been trading it, but from the time I got it, I traded it, took 2 trades on it, both worked out, and both of them was GBPAUD. So let me just show you my approach to GBPAUD. It was a bit of a unique situation. I'm actually in another trade on that account, and I don't think it's going in. I don't think it's playing out the way that I want it to play out. But we're going to look at that towards the end of the video, which is a USD JPY. So for GBPAUD, first thing that I noticed at the time was what we had this. Well, before we even jump into, we had this overall bullish trend we could see. massive bullish structure to the upside. So if I want price to go higher, my usual question is where can price go higher from? So this area here would have been my discount area. Okay, we had a bullish fair value gap right here, and of course, not just any bullish fair value gap. You had a weekly bullish fair value gap. The higher the time frame, the better. So essentially, I was waiting for price to touch down into this zone. But you know, sometimes price could take a while to touch down into the zone. So what I did, I kind of counter trend. Now I have a rule for myself where counter trending is concerned. I only take 1:1 anytime I'm counter trending, because essentially you're going against the trend. If you're doing that, in my opinion, you know, you don't want to go for big moves. All right, so let's just dive in to the charts. So remember, this right here is our weekly fair value gap. Let's just dive in right here. So at the time, what I noticed is one, price completely broke, or I could say shatter this low right here. And of course, we do know market structure. On this side, you had higher highs forming and higher lows forming, which gives bullish territory, right? So from the time price broke here, my mind was okay. If I know this is my weekly fair value gap, and I know when price comes inside of here, chances are you'll get a reversal to the upside. Maybe I should go for a ride until it reaches here. And essentially, this is what I did. So I saw one fair value gap right here on the hourly. Pretty much it shows that price is moving with aggression, right? It's trying to get to its intended target, which is the weekly fair value gap. So when I saw that, you could see price kind of touched into that weekly fair value gap just a little bit here, bam, nicely. They pushed again, and then I saw this hour fair value gap right here, another hourly fair value gap. So I said, great. As soon as price taps into here, I'm going to put my stop loss above the high. Okay, place my stop loss here. This would have been my weekly fair value gap. So obviously, as you can see, price did fall lower all the way for a 1:3. Okay, price did fall lower all the way for 1:3. However, I wanted to keep to my rule, which is anytime I'm counter trending, I'm going for a 1:1. Okay, so when price taps into the fair value gap, stop loss above here, TP just above or just into the weekly fair value gap, and you could see that price fell nicely. Well, it did take a little while because it tapped on this candle, and each individual candle is 1 hour of price action. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, essentially 5 hours for price to ATP. But of course, that is where patience plays in when you're trading. So this was the sell. I'm going to put it up on the screen so you could see this was the sell. And let's move to the buy. Now, anytime I'm playing within a weekly fair value gap, I have two ways of trading. I have a aggressive method, and I have more of a patient method. Okay, so let me go ahead and explain each method to you. Okay, so price taps into a weekly fair value gap. In my opinion, when price taps into a weekly fair value gap, there isn't much that you need. All you need is one expansion to the upside on the 4-hour time frame. So right here, one expansion to the upside, bam, 4-hour fair value gap. That's all you need. So for example, could have just gone right here, bam, covering the lows, targeting the highs, bam, 1:1.8. All right. Or you could have gone for a simple one, which I did. This is the one which I did. One fair value gap to the upside, another 4-hour fair value gap to the upside. I said, okay, great. Place my pending right here, my buy limit. Oftentimes, let me just put that on. Oftentimes, I like when a high is overlapping with a fair value gap. For me, it's, I don't trade support and resistance, but I'm just going to use that word for lack of better terms. So for me, it's more of a support, more of a stronghold um, that price could hold for it to move higher. So when price tap back into that fair value gap right here, let me just mark it off so you guys could see properly. So when price tap back into that 4-hour fair value gap, which also overlaps with a high right here, bam, taps into it, and then you had a nice expansion to the overall highs right here. And like I would always say in all my videos, I do not target the wicks, I target the actual high. So this is what I target. Okay. And we could see we got a nice 1:1.9, which is almost a 1:2. So overall, great trade. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. And as a matter of fact, just got an email not too long earlier today indicating that the 25K has fully been transitioned over to MT5. So I'm going to start back trading this. Last I checked, I was in 5% drawdown on the 25K, actively trying to put it back into break even and, of course, into profit. If it does go into profit, I won't say if, when it does go into profit, I'm definitely going to go ahead and do another withdrawal. And this is the trade that I'm currently in the 5K. As you could see, it's very close to hitting stop loss. It's a USD JPY, but you can't win all. You win some, you lose some. And that's the game of trading. So that's it for today's video. Ciao.